Hi, welcome to Prashi Ascending, and today we are going to talk about forgiveness and what is Bhagwat Puran's perspective on the origin of karma, who is responsible, are we really guilty, when a person is really guilty, and all of that. So, to begin with this term of forgiveness, what we have to keep in mind is like the main thing that Bhagwat Puran says is about we are not the doers, we are viewers. So all the things that are happening to us are happening for us, and it's not about, oh, you did wrong, or this is what I did. So forgiveness is basically going to act on both the principles. So it's going to be about the actions that we did, and someone is feeling the repercussion of it and is blaming you. And again, when you are blaming yourself for. So this is like a very, uh, this is a topic I would say that is being currently being discussed a lot, and it's a very healthy sign that we are giving a thought to it. But the way in which it is being approached is not from the perspective of unconditional love. So, what happens is anytime we label something, let's say someone does something to you, and when you say it is wrong, what you're actually saying is, I do not accept it, and I do not accept the existence of it. And everything exists at the same time. Like, humans do not have this capacity to decide what can exist and what cannot exist on this planet. So, we can always choose to react or respond, whatever term you want to call it, to whatever happens to us. But we can't really go like, this is just not possible, this is unacceptable. Like, how could you lie to me? How could you steal this much amount of money? Why did you not tell me this? Or anything pretty much, which is where we think that people cannot do it. And unconditional love, if you have been watching my videos so far, which I know you are, you dear good subscribers, and a lot of other people I know you haven't subscribed, so go now and subscribe and like and share. Okay, so unconditional love is based on this concept of freedom. So when we talk about freedom, it's you are free and other people are free at the same time. So anybody can do what they want, and you can do what you want. A lot of problems in our lives, if you see, happen because of we're just in complete denial. We are like, this is absolutely bizarre, this is absolutely weird, this is absolutely criminal. And how Bhagwat Puran views it is, it's not taking side of anyone, like, yes, you, whatever you're saying is right, or no, you're a criminal, you're bad. It's saying it's going to exist. Like, the bad and ugly is going to exist, but you are also here, right? If you don't like something someone has done to you, you can take action against them, or you can choose your response accordingly. But what happens is we get so mind struck, is the word I'll use, with the event, that we lose our capacity to deal with it. We completely get into this like soul shock kind of experience that how could you do this to me? Oh my god. Or something like that. And then in those moments, actually, what you have to think is, oh, I still have a choice. We always have a choice. And this choice, I'm not talking about whether to be happy or sad. No, not that kind of cliched psychological things. you have the choice, like, to go to the person and do whatever you want if you think they have done injustice to you. But we don't do that, because guess what does the mind like the most? The mind likes, like, the illusion, the illusionary maya. The role of the maya is keeping us stuck in this game and making us believe that the game is real. So we never really go to those people and ask them, why did you gossip about me? Why did you break my back? Why did you say you will call me and you will not call me? We don't do it. What we do is we sit on a chair and we think that that person did something so bad to me. He or she is so bad. They are so mean. They don't deserve it. And what we do is, this is extremely interesting. So I'm going to bring the theory of karma here again. What we do is we wish them bad, actually. So that's where we create problems. So instead of going to the person and confronting and receiving justice, whatever justice you feel you should be receiving, instead of that we wish bad for them. We start thinking negatively about them. We are like, something should happen to you, this will not turn out good in your life. And invariably we get stuck with them. Like, it's not like the person who is on the bad side of karma. Now it's actually you who is creating bad karma for you, because you're creating more and more and more negativity. So, like, in the video we spoke about last time, like, the life is a mirror, the life is a reflection. So whatever you put out will come back to you. So if you're creating negative thoughts for someone, because remember this principle of we are all are interconnected. So if you're creating the negative for someone, it's going to come back to you. And in this whole picture, it's going to look like you are not in acceptance of what is happening to you. And second thing is, you're creating bad karmic cycles for you again. So it's so much confusing. Like, why would you want to do that? And that's why the main topic is that forgiveness is fake. I mean, who are you to forgive? And how do you think that whatever was done was wrong? And interestingly, in Bhagwat Puran, the dialogue between the person A and B, which we call the mind and the soul, it's like, what it's said in this context is, whatever things we judge most in our lives. So, for example, you judge stealing money, or like taking advantage of someone for money is like really, really bad. And bad meaning you just don't want this concept to exist in this universe. You feel you have the right to decide that robbers, stealers and thieves, they will just not be part of this game. You think that's the way the world should work. So what will happen is, which is said in Bhagwat Puran, that sometime in your life, in this life or next time, you will be that person. Like, some adversity will happen to you of such a way that you will have no choice but to go after someone's money with like an ulterior motive. And at that time you will realize that there should not be any judgments. So it's actually not the theory of karma playing out here, it's you judging things in a way of its existence. So everything is going to exist with or without your permission. Actually, like, without your permission, we cannot decide this is acceptable, this is not acceptable, I'll stop this, I'll stop that, because you cannot take freedom away from people. Like, freedom is our birthright. The main thing that the soul craves to be for is freedom, and that lies in the land of unconditional love. So you can say it's like a visa to go to unconditional love. You have to free yourself from all the judgments and baggage, and you have to free other people. So that's what people are perceiving, that as forgiveness, but it's actually not forgiveness. It's about getting out of this mentality of uh, we get to decide the rules for the world, or we can decide if this can exist, this cannot exist, and all of that. Perception is okay here. Like, if you label something as negative and positive, it's still different. But when we are talking about forgiveness, it's stemming from this original idea of you have done something which is not acceptable. And that's what we have been discussing for so far. And I know these concepts are a little difficult to understand in words. So when we do the worksheets on unconditional love, you'll realize. But bear with me for this time. So in duality, it's going to be there. There's going to be a thief and there's going to be a police. So if there's no thief, there will be no police. So if it's like you're asking for like the state of zeroness, and the state of zeroness is not achieved when you are in opposition of one energy, like go thieves, all bad thieves should disappear from this planet. That's not, you reach the state of zeroness. You reach the state of zeroness when you're okay with the thieves and you're okay with the police, and you enjoy the game as it is. Then you achieve the state of zeroness within your body itself when we are alive on this planet. So on this in this phrase, what Bhagwat Puran says is, like, you're here to enjoy the game and the game is amazing. Like, remember whenever we went to a restaurant, what are the things that we order generally? We order something sweet and we order something spicy. If you were to eat everything sweet for an entire day, you will not like it. And if you were to eat something very bitter and spicy, you will not like it either. So, I mean, see, like, you don't like it, so don't expect it from the universe. The universe operates on the principle of balance, like day and night and all of that. And because we have a beautiful day like we are having currently, we can have a good night's sleep and all of that. So when we subscribe to the game of duality, when we choose this human incarnation, you we cannot come here and be like, no, this is not acceptable. There should be like no dirt and no dust, only sunlight. And I don't know, no one like should run away from marriages or always stay married. No divorce is acceptable. That will not work. That is the thing which is actually creating huge karma. Whenever you're taking freedom away from people, and the reason why people take away freedom from people, or they think they are not free, is because they are operating from fear. They think that I'll run out of any resources, emotional resources, psychological resources, financial resources, if the society is not structured in certain way, and there will be not enough for people. Like, how can we live a life where we are accepting like both the sides? And it's actually the other way around. The more you are in resistance of anything, the more it's going to prevail. So yeah, like, embrace freedom. Freedom is the visa. Remember, we have to get the visa first. So today's video is about freedom. So what you can do is ask yourself these questions of, what are the things in your life where you think you are not free to do, like where you will not give yourself permission to do those things, and you will see the same things you don't allow in other people. Like, you will feel that other people are also not free to do those things. So replace the word forgiveness to freedom and see the magic happening. Till then, Radhe Radhe.